What's going on, everybody? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we got a song by an artist we've already done. She's popping. She's always killing it, and she's always putting out some fire music. This is a relatively new song. It's still within the year. It was about 10 months ago. This is Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. This is a song that blew up kind of on TikTok, used a lot. It's just really cool beats and overall, but I never really looked into the lyrics. So let's jump right into it and let's go. I am very much a fan, just video. Nothing sticks out to me quite yet. I mean, there's a little bit like I Want You to Stay, kind of longing, get a little bit of that. But I really like the way this is kind of set up. I like the colorway. I don't really know. It's so good. It's interesting that this door is wide open. Videography-wise, like if you want to highlight a subject, you definitely do that. But then it's always cool to see like creative outlets that people utilize, especially music videos. Like there's a lot of meaning towards different stuff. And again, videography wise, my professional brain is like, why is this door open? My drain thing is just, I don't know what that entails, but again, there's some creative component in that. It's not like that was just forgotten. This is probably a $1 million video shoot. So definitely something to be aware of, just kind of in the videography sense. Therapeutic wise, main subject seems to be looking, body language open, nice and relaxed, shoulders kind of down, comfortable seating, outfit very comfy, fun colors, kind of interesting kind of get up. There was some body language, kind of like, I don't know, there's some look in her face that she was looking like in a very positive way. There was, I believe she bit her lip too, which kind of signifies reaction or attraction in some way. It doesn't have to be like physical or sexual. It could be emotional, but typically that's, again, aligned with it. Could just be reading a little bit too much into it, but I don't know. Let's keep it going. I like how like airy this song is. Okay, so if I'm turning blue, don't save me. Nothing left to lose without my baby. So it's this very all or nothing thought process, or this very this very black and white thinking. But sometimes love feels that way, you know. And I'm not. I think that's very understanding. It's very kind of how we see love, and especially in today's society, and how it kind of reacts with others, and how we kind of see it. We feel as though we need to kind of see that, and that doesn't. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It can, that way of frame of thinking, any black or white frame of thinking, can be very difficult and create problems, but it can work for some people in that way. It's, again, just finding that balance for both of the individuals. It seems like there was like a movement, like she was being pulled kind of to what, her left, like something like a existential force, or some external factor kind of pulling on her. Don't know what that would again entail, but just interesting. And now she's balancing, kind of floating, but yeah. There it is again. I really like the way this, like, the videography is playing into the lyrics. I love when that happens. There's kind of like, it just goes really well together. And this sense of love and drive that's kind of pulling. It seems like there's like a gravitational pull or something along the lines. And, but there's nothing in her body language that's saying she wants to fight it. And I think that's a really good encapsulation of like feelings and emotion. And when we come to grips and come and accept how emotions kind of feel, and especially a loving emotion, a feel-good emotion, that's a typical one that feels great. And it doesn't seem like it's kind of maladaptive in any way. It seems like it's, again, just like this very airy feeling, like the song's kind of encapsulating. That this person is floating almost floating, being pulled toward us, being gravitated towards, I'm not sure what, but it seems to be like a comfort in it. She doesn't seem to be struggling or trying to get away in any capacity. She's like kind of letting it take its course, and I think sometimes love does that, and I think that's kind of setting her up for that, and I think she realizes this is what this emotion is, and I'm going to let it do to me how it's supposed to feel. And I think that's great. She's feeling the emotion. She's allowing it to take its course, and she's not letting it, again, it's not hurting anybody else, and it's not hurting her, which is, again, ultimately a very big importance when it comes to feeling emotions. You're allowed to cope however you need to, as long as it doesn't hurt yourself or others. I'm a firm believer in that. So I really like this. I really like how this is kind of playing into what she's doing, her body language, and just kind of like everything with that. So that's definitely something that sticks out to me in a therapist point of view. So a lot of, again, kind of black or white, but in like, I think, a romantic sense, like life or death. Like, I want to be with you forever. And I really like that. I want you to see how you look to me. And I really like that, because that's a form of wanting to share perspective. And that's a very big thing when working with couples, is to explore and help process. And that can be very helpful and beneficial to a couple experiencing some problematic events or experiences with one another, is just, again, wanting the other person to understand experience. And sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes that's something you got to kind of work through as a therapist. It's difficult because one will be, typically one's more kind of resistant to trying to see others' perspectives and going from there. But sometimes you'll get, again, two people that really just do want to work through it, and it's definitely hard. I'm not by any means a seasoned couples therapist. I have very, very limited experience, but again, just themes, topics, and interacting with other people and hearing stories of couples and different dynamics that kind of go, and just like shadowing too, just seeing that kind of across the board. Definitely big themes that kind of come up is just like perspective, you know? I've watched some clips on this really cool Netflix documentary by Dr. Orna. I'm going to forget her last name. It's oh my goodness. She's such a good couples therapist. It was a lot of videos on like TikTok and stuff. Dr. Orna Goralnik. She is in a Netflix series, and just couples therapy, and it's very good. She's such a good therapist, and I very much want to like see if she has any books and stuff, just again because of how she handled things so well. Just in the night, go check that out if you haven't. I highly recommend. She is so dope. Just how she kind of traverses like the couples dynamic and how she kind of goes about it. It's amazing. She's so good. And I would love to eventually meet her if possible. I think she's based out in New York. But again, very, very highly recommend going to check her out. And again, it's just, you know what I mean? Just to see how therapists, especially young therapists, go check her out. Definitely some good takes, definitely some good perspectives, definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things, and how she grounds or not grounds, how she anchors around certain themes and topics, and how she stands her ground is amazing. She does really, really good work. So, But yeah, let's get back to the video. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a tangent. But yeah, let's jump back in.
You wouldn't believe if I told you. You would keep the compliments I throw you. But you're so full of shit. Tell me it's a bit. No. Say you don't see it. Your mind's polluted. Say you wanna quit. Don't be stupid. I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more. Might not be the one, but baby, I don't wanna say goodbye.
Again, just videography wise, like she's being taken over by this force of some sort, and it's again, it just must got to be that love, that good feeling that's driving her towards something. It's like pulling her, right? Her arms up. It seems like that's kind of the forefront, the specific part that it's focusing on. And again, there's just like it's curiosity and there's things, but there's no bad intent. There's no like negative reaction coming from her body language about the external force that is taking kind of part of her body into, like, you know what I mean? It's like taking her and just moving her and making her like move towards something. So yeah, body language is so important, and it's really important to, as a therapist, to be able to think. We watch body language as well. So if you're watching this and you have a therapist, don't try to hide it. That makes it more difficult. Just be real. It's not we're trying to overanalyze, but there is a science to it, right? Like you can tell if a client is becoming more rigid, their shoulders, they flex their jaw a little bit more, their eyes might be a little like crinkled a little bit. They do all these things subconsciously, and that's very, very telling for a therapist about what's going on internally. Especially, it's way more apparent if the person is not being true to how they're feeling on the inside. It just comes out way more in the body language. It comes out very, very loud. And again, we are taught to be in tune with that. A Gestalt form of therapy would be calling that specifically out, like your legs going a mile a minute, like, but you're saying you're fine. Your legs been bouncing constantly for the last minute. You seem uncomfortable, yet you're telling me you're fine. What is that? And again, there's no judgment, but it's like, again, calling to challenge certain thoughts. And because that's needed as a therapist, you need to be able to challenge your clients. And it's important to build that rapport first to be able to. But again, it's important because if you're needing to challenge them a lot, there may be something you can be doing to make that environment more comfortable for them to be more open and vulnerable. Definitely something to be conscious of, though. She has such a good voice. Like she's so able to go angelic, deep and low, light and dark. Like I very much like that like she definitely shows her skill and just being able to harmonize with herself just through and through. Like her songs are pretty cool, pretty dope and stuff, but yeah, no, her skill level is definitely up there. But let's finish up. Last few seconds. Sorry, I've been stopping a lot. I apologize for that. Okay. Well, that wraps up Birds of a Feather. I like that song. It's very airy, very, very light. Definitely relaxes the shoulders. But yeah, no, there's some really good visuals in that one. I really like that one. We haven't had a really significant visuals in the last few videos, I feel like. So it was really good to see the visuals really kind of play a part in that. And I really, again, like the artistic outlet that she kind of got going on, that she likes to really talk about. This one was definitely seems to be more about love. I won't say definitely, again, not supposed to make any judgments or assumptions or nothing like that. But I think with the inferences, the information we do have, there was a lot of good positive stuff. And I really like this one because it really had a lot to do with body language. I feel like that was the theme of today. And body language is important as a young growing therapist or people coming into the field as therapists. Like, it's so important. We're taught body language for a reason. And if you're not getting anything from your clients, like, do a body scan of them. Do a body scan of you. Is something setting them off? There's been times in my own sessions where the client doesn't really feel open and I'm wondering why. And I realize my body's closed off. We're taught to have open, welcoming body language towards our clients. Hopefully they mirror and feel comfortable. And there's a whole science behind it. And I've noticed that I was in the wrong. I mean, I wasn't in the wrong, but there was something I was doing that could have been prohibiting how the session was going. So I love that was the theme of today's video. Make sure you give this video a like, even if it wasn't your favorite. It helps me out. I'm a small creator, and I am very appreciative of it. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Do you like this song? What are you thinking about this one? Have you heard this one? Have you seen it all over TikTok? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know some other songs you guys want to hear too. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe too so you can catch the next video. I will see you then. See you next video. Thanks for watching.